So just to give you a scope of the work group, so patient prediction, we meet monthly, but we actually collaborate throughout all the time. And we basically get together and discuss best practices and methods of research for developing prediction models with the observational healthcare data that we have. We also maintain 2R packages, so you'll see that come up in the OKRs as well. And right now, AIC is actually leading those two packages. Next slide. So our first OKR, the aim is that we want to improve our dissemination. So this is both internally and externally. So our first aim is going to be to create a calendar with all the conferences that we think could be useful targets for actually getting our research externally, and also so we can meet face to face. We're actually a very spread out group. We're all over the world, and it would be nice to get together more often so we could actually see each other and work on some neat projects. We're also going to have some dedicated time in the call so that we can actually discuss research. If anyone has a research idea, or if they're thinking of something, if they're already in the works on it, or if they just want to present the findings they have, we're going to have 10 minutes at the beginning of the call where people can actually mention any of the work they're working on. And we're also going to have a more planned strategy for communicating developments with the R package. I want to shout out that tomorrow we actually have our second meeting of the year, and we've got a very exciting presentation planned at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So if any of you are interested, please come along. The second goal is to make it easier for people to use our R packages. So we are going to go to the users and the developers and find out where we have bottlenecks and challenges that we can work on to make the packages even easier. We're also going to be expanding and changing our YouTube videos. We found YouTube actually to be a nice way of actually training people in our code, but our code changes all the time, so we need these updated. So we're going to do that. Shout out to AIC that he's already accomplished our third aim here. So we want to get patient prediction to CRAN. I got an email today saying that AIC's already accomplished that. So patient prediction is now in CRAN, which for those of you who don't know what CRAN is the main repository for R. So if you install the package through R, normally you'll be doing it through CRAN. And then we also want to make sure we have better test data. So Eunomia is good. It's been nice. It's a synthetic data set that was created, but we want to make one that's better for prediction. And we also want to create a Docker container so that we have a nice environment that's well tested to enable people to do prediction studies easily. So this will just make it easier to run prediction studies. And then our final OKR is to continue the research that we've been doing. So we've actually been a successful group where we've been getting a lot of output. And last year, we had at least 3+ papers that were done through collaborations within this group. And we want to expand that to even more papers this year. So I've put here just some of the main topics of interest, like temporal features, transfer learning, federated learning, and looking at other types of data in the models. This will expand over time. And if you have an interest in a research question, come to the group, get this added, and we can start working on this. And hopefully this year we'll get 4+ papers out of this. And at that, I'll hand you back to Craig.